I just been talking to myself. I did not hit record. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh, it's been it's been 5 months since I posted my first video and did the whole a wicked way to start a channel. But it's been probably like 7 months since I actually God, I beg. Since I actually recorded a video. So hi, it's a lot. I'm happy to be here again. Welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing my face for the first time, welcome, as the YouTubers be doing on the streets. Welcome. Today's video though, I'm not going to be watching a video and reacting to it and giving my reviews. I'm actually going to be reviewing my past reviews. So I'm just going to be looking through. I mean, I don't need to show you what I'm looking through. Just I would, God help me, something will pop up on the screen and so you see what I'm seeing. I opened Instagram for the first time in maybe 3 weeks. Fortunately for me, I already put everything into a highlight, and I did that, I want to say 2 years ago. Not because I had this in mind in the future. I wish I could say I had the foresight. No, it was just something I thought would be neat, just for organization purposes. And that's what's helping me today. Okay, praise Jesus. Let's get into it. Okay, just watched New Money. I gave it a thumbs down on Netflix. Okay, I should also say that when was this? 2019. So I didn't realize that the thumbs up, thumbs down on Netflix was for algorithm purposes. I thought it was actually a rating system. So I gave it a thumbs down on Netflix. But in any case, I still didn't like it. Works because I didn't want to watch another movie like it. I didn't like New Money. I stand by this. The biggest down for me was the message. Like, beyond the acting skills or whatever, I just didn't like the moral of the story. It was a very bad moral. Okay, it was a very bad moral. Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen any of the Merry Men's, I don't even know if I should recommend it as a hate watch. There's Merry Men 2. It's either the four of them, amongst others, weren't given complete scripts, or they couldn't be bothered to remember their lines. Because once again, it's either they just freestyled 90% of their lines, or they've forgotten how to act. Because I don't understand. Oh my gosh, this is so mean. Unfortunately, I stand by this. The first one gave me a headache. I watched the second one. I guess maybe I thought there was hope. I don't know. There's hope for a tree that even when it's cut down at the spring of water, or at the scent of water, it will spring up. I was hoping that Merry Men 2 will spring up. It did not. And I think the saddest part about Merry Men is that the budget was so high for this movie. Like, you could tell that there was money. They had money for this movie, but be like money was the only thing they had. Ooh. Just watch Citation, and first of all, if you stand Tammy, then you probably don't want to hear this, because I feel like she got the part because she's fluent in French, because that's very important to the movie. Because all in all, Shy was a cool movie. My best scene was the last scene. Don't want to spoil it for anyone, so I won't describe it, but I really liked how the movie was ended. And I remember this scene too. I really loved how it ended. I think she walked into the class and then all the students started like banging the table. Going back to Citation, bruh, I said ew so many times in the movie I lost count. I stand by it. You can like certain elements of a movie without liking the movie as a whole, and that was my thing with Citation. And I'm not even going to knock Temi Otedola getting the role because she's fluent in French, because that was her advantage, right? So good on her. She's just not a good actress. So again, you can like certain elements of something without liking the thing as a whole. So I'm glad that she got the opportunity she got, not like she needed it. Or maybe she does, I don't know. I don't really know what it's like to be a billionaire's daughter, you know. Although my father does own the cattle upon a thousand hills, so I don't know, like I don't know what it's like for her in terms of opportunities. So it's good she had the opportunity because she's fluent in French. Although, devil's advocate, there's probably another person, a better actress, that probably is also fluent in French and would have been able to deliver the role better than Tammy Otedola. I don't know, devil's advocate, I don't know. Who am I to speak on people's opportunities, you know? Moving on. Inclusivity was the death of Designated Survivor. If you haven't seen the series, watch season 1 and watch season 2 and stop there. Do not go further than season 2. Season 3 is trash, and that's me being nice. No, I was so mean. Yo, damn, this is mean. Season 3 is trash, and that's me being nice. Season 1 and 2 were so good. It really was. Like, even the plot, oh, it really was. It really was. Season 1 and season 2 were so good. I didn't even expect it to be that good. Okay. Made so much sense. Then I got to season 3 and started cringing, and I was cringing hard. Predictable cliche nonsense. I was so mean. It's so funny, but you know, so mean. Damn, Fasayo, damn. I'm just imagining like being a viewer of my stories. Moving on to Malcolm and Marie. John David. So I don't even know who John David is, but apparently I knew at the time, and this was 2021. Okay. John David, whoever that is, said Malcolm and Marie isn't a love story, it's a story of love. I must have watched the different Malcolm and Marie then. I was so mean. I'm not mean anymore, kind of. Yo, this is so mean. Anyway, I said I must have watched the different Malcolm and Marie then. I liked the movie though. I liked the writing. Their lines were well written. That was the only nice thing I had to say about the movie. Which is actually, I think it's a big compliment too, because the lines really, to a large extent, make a movie. I don't remember what about the writing that I liked, but I guess I liked the writing. So I can't even, I don't know, I don't know if I stand by this because I don't remember the writing because my compliment is very specific. I remember the movie, the whole thing was in black and white. It was a toxic relationship they had, like they were both abusing each other in one way or the other, you know. Both of them weren't good partners. It was Zendaya and I think Denzel's son. I remember the movie. I just don't like the writing is so specific. I really don't know what I was talking about. What I was referring to is what I mean. Anyway, moving on. Oh, I stand by this. I already know what I'm talking about here, but I stand by it. So I said Sherlock is the worst depiction of Sherlock Holmes that I have seen on TV. I managed to get to season 1, episode 2 after like a week of trying to watch. Mr. Jesus Christ is Lord. If you want a Sherlock Holmes that you'll appreciate, watch the 2 movies by Robert Downey Jr. or the series elementary. But Sherlock, the series, is third emoji. I wasn't exaggerating in what I said. I did try, like, I tried so hard to watch Sherlock and to enjoy it. Okay, I think this is a Nigerian movie. I'm like, who's the boss? Who's the boss? I'm pretty sure it's a Nigerian movie. Okay, I said I watched Who's the Boss a few days ago and I wanted to rant here about it. But I put that off because I didn't feel like. But today I saw a post about it and I'm like, LMAO. I saw Shady too. But today I saw a post about it and I'm like, LMAO. The plot of the movie doesn't make sense. But that's not the only problem. Oh, tell it to us, Fasayo. Tell it to us. I don't like talking about people's acting skills because I'm not an actor. So I won't. Yo! Just so many cringeworthy scenes in that movie, man. Just so many cringeworthy scenes in that movie. I don't remember the movie. Ooh, The Bold Type. Oh my gosh, what year is this? 2021? Okay, I must have watched The Bold Type in 2020. I want to say 2019/2020. And at the time, it was my favorite series because this thing, it was so empowering to watch. Because at the time, so I was fresh out of school. Well, not fresh out of school, but a recent graduate, applying for jobs, getting a lot of rejections, having to go for interviews. Also, I had recently discovered that I had mad, like, crazy Shana stage fright because the first ever interview I went for, I was shaking like a leaf. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was a great series until it wasn't. And I'll tell you why. The Bold Type. Been watching this thing since it came out. I think 2018. And my goodness, was I in love with it. I really was. Like, I could not get enough of it. Bro, seeing Kat, Jane, and Sutton. Oh yeah, Sutton. I remember the name Sutton. Was empowering for me. It really was. I can explain what I mean, but I won't. Honestly, it was just job related. At the time, I was job hunting. And so, for some reason, like, just watching them do their things just gave me confidence. Like, it really did boost my confidence for interviewing and applying for jobs. It really did. Now I'm just over the whole series and trying to watch it. Yo, me with the paragraphs. Like, what in the Jordan Peterson nonsense is this? It's like, I'm not like this anymore. I don't know what I was trying to do. Like, finish your thought and then make your comment after. But I would be like stopping mid thought, make another comment, and then go back to the like. This is crazy. I promise I'm not like this anymore. Now I'm just over the whole series and trying, really forcing myself to watch it. By forcing, I just mean I'm no longer excited to watch it. I just watch it because I've watched the previous season, so I might as well finish. So I'm just forcing myself to watch it because now it's just surreal. Like, all of them are cats. And I don't mean the character cat, like an actual cat. Meow, cat. Because, and I remember why I made this comment too. Somehow it all works out and they all land on their feet. Because these girls would make the worst decisions. Like, they hear a voice behind them telling them this is the way to go, walk in it. And the path literally glows up for them. Yellow brick road and everything. But these girls would turn to the left and be like, actually, let's see what's down here. And then they make the dumbass decisions, do the dumbass things, but in the end, they land on their feet. And it ends up not just working out, but being better than it would have been if they actually did what they were supposed to do. And it's just like, what is this? Like, okay, Alice, and this is Wonderland? Bro, I'm just like, yeah, this is becoming too much. It's too much for me. I think what hurt more was, well, not hurt, my feelings weren't hurt. I was just annoyed. What annoyed me more was Like I said, I was getting empowered by watching, this show. It was really good. And even though I couldn't relate to it one to one, like I wasn't in North America at the time, I also wasn't in fashion. Um, but it was still about like young girls starting their lives, starting their careers. So on that note, I could relate. But then when they started doing these dumb decision things, I'm just like, yeah, that's not going to fly in the real world. Like, I dare myself to do that and meet the consequences of my actions. Like, it's anyway. So moving on. The Shawshank Redemption, 1994. Morgan Freeman and the main guy, I don't know his name. Firstly, I really like the name. Now, I had never even heard of the movie till someone asked me to watch it. Then, while looking for it, I found that a lot of people regard it as the best movie they've ever watched. And I find that interesting. Oh, Fasaya doesn't agree. Overall, it's a really good movie, but I can't get past the fact that it's just escape from Alcatraz. Okay, I'm going to read this again because I don't even know this movie that I'm referencing, but apparently I at the time I did, but I don't remember this movie. Overall, it's a really good movie, but I can't get past the fact that it is just Escape from Alcatraz 2.0. But where they significantly differ is in the Shawshank Redemption, the main guy was actually innocent and also in the means of escape. Okay, so I'm saying the Shawshank Redemption is very similar to Escape from Alcatraz, but in Escape from Alcatraz, the main guy was guilty, and then the way they escaped was different. But then apparently everything else is very similar. I need to rewatch Escape from Alcatraz because I don't remember this movie. But the Shawshank Redemption was heavily inspired by EFA. Pisaya. Both had the main guy being under sexual attack by an inmate. Oh, then I'm listing how they're similar. Okay. Both had the main guy being under attack by an inmate, under sexual attack by an inmate. Both had an inmate that had a pet. Both had an inmate that hurt himself. Both had a messed up warden. Both had the line, "Welcome to insert name of prison" said. And I said earlier that the means of escape was different, but the point of escape was the same in that the main guy slowly dug his way out. And so in the two movies, the main guy disposed of the broken concrete in the same way. Okay, okay. I'm like a journalist from, or I should say I was like a journalist for movies. I'm like, okay. I need to watch this Escape from Alcatraz. I don't remember the movie. While in the spirit of comparing, I should also point out that Life 1999 had a similar story to the Shawshank Redemption in that the wrong person was put in prison and other things that I don't have the patience to point out. Okay, Life was very racial. It was very racially sensitive. It was still in a time of, I mean, it wasn't in a time of slavery technically, but there was still very like overt racism happening. But anyway, except that Life was about race, okay, like I just said, and the main guys in Life escaped when they were really old. Oh my god. Oh, this movie, oh my gosh, I just remember this movie. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me finish this. All in all, The Shawshank Redemption is a good movie. I just remembered Life. Oh, this thing pissed me off so much because like I mentioned, it's about race. Yo, cuz even when they were free, I'm like, yo, these, oh my god, they were old. It was Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, if I remember correctly. And I remember them just being old, and because they had been talking about like seeing a baseball game or something, and so they escaped, and then they went to this baseball game, and that's pretty much where the movie ended, I think. But I just remember, like, they're literally their whole life wasted because they were put. Oh no, this movie annoyed me. Moving on, but I was just like, how can people be so unjust? That's the world. That's the devil's world, right? It's the world we live in, the world of men. Oh, anyway, I rewatched Justice League. You know what? I don't know what they do my talking, but I rewatched Justice League. Couldn't exactly remember what it was about, but I knew, just like Dawn of Justice, that I didn't like it. So I rewatched it, and the only two good lines I heard were from the bad guy. I put in brackets something wolf. I guess I don't remember the guy. I didn't remember the guy's name. The first line was the person that was about to die. Please, we have families. The bad guy. Why does everyone keep telling me that? Okay, this to made me laugh. That's a good line. It's like, I don't know, because they don't want you to kill them. Oh, that I find that so funny. It just for a second there, it made me want to rewatch Justice League, but I don't think so. I don't think I would be doing that. It's like, please, we have families. Why does everyone keep telling me that? Anyway, and then the second line, Wonder Woman, you overestimate yourself. And the bad guy, child, my axe is still slick from the. Ooh, I couldn't even say it. Ooh, and that was my reaction there too. Ooh, oh my god, damn, you overestimate yourself. And he said, child, my axe is still slick from the blood of your sisters. Oh, that's a good line. And I stand by this. The Devil's Advocate. Al Pacino carried that movie. I don't know what the hell was wrong with Keanu Reeves. I hope I spelled it right. But he's literally the worst. He's literally the worst part about this movie. His acting is so cringe. I don't know if it's because of the accent he was supposed to have, but no. Like, between this movie and John Wick, Mans has had a serious acting glow up. Now, about the movie itself, it's basically just The Firm that was released in 1993, but they put a supernatural spin on it. Honestly, all these movies, like, they are great watches. I don't At the time, I'm pretty sure I was watching all these things on Netflix. I don't know if they're still on Netflix. I was also in Nigeria, so it would have been Nigeria's Netflix. Um, but yeah, I remember The Firm was I think Tom Cruise. It was really good. So yeah, it was basically The Firm, but they put a supernatural spin on it. And at the end, when he shot himself so that the devil wouldn't get what he wanted, that was just off. Like, the way it happened was off. It wasn't built right. And I think I mean the lead up to the scene and also the scene itself. Like, it just wasn't well done. So execution was, you know. Again, if Al Pacino wasn't in it, then it would have been a lot worse than it currently is. And I stand by that. I remember it. Ooh, I remember this one too. The Highwaymen. Actually, Bonnie and Clyde. Because I don't know why they called it the Highwaymen. Because the entire movie was about Bonnie and Clyde. But the Highwaymen were the ones that stopped Bonnie and Clyde. But it's like 80% Bonnie and Clyde, 20% the Highwaymen. Anyway, the Highwaymen, Bonnie and Clyde. These two were no fun with Dick and Jane. They were actual killers, like legit cold-blooded killers. And they were gloriously executed at the ages of 23 and 25. So Bonnie was 23, Clyde was 25. What a waste. 100%. I would say watch the movie. It's really interesting. Also, it actually gives you insight to who Bonnie and Clyde really were. Because the whole Bonnie and Clyde thing, and prior to me watching the movie too, I was part of the people that romanticized the whole idea of Bonnie and Clyde, especially when Rihanna dropped that song Shy Ronnie, because that's basically what her song was about, you know. But they made it seem like, oh, they were just robbing banks, like they were presented as, and I'm not talking about Rihanna's song, just Bonnie and Clyde in general. Like when anyone ever referred to like Bonnie and Clyde, because even Fun with Dick and Jane that I referenced, it's kind of a spin on Bonnie and Clyde, but they make it seem so light-hearted, like, oh, they were doing something illegal, yes, but they weren't really doing the worst of things. No, these guys, like I said, they were cold-blooded killers. Yo, it mm-mm. I remember the movie. I remember the emotions that I had in the movie too. I'm just like, oh, because I'm very I hate injustice. I hate when God will help me, and God is helping me, because I'm shouting I hate injustice. I hate injustice. If I got what I deserved, I definitely would not be here. I definitely wouldn't love it too. But as far as like salvation and all, we thank God. Like He did what we couldn't do, pay the price we could not pay, and that's why we're here today. But as far as like just being decent human beings and just living your life like you're not the only one on this planet, living your life considering other people. Like I said, they were gloriously executed. Oh, it was beautiful. Even in that last scene when they're about to get shot, they were still trying to like be cute. Well, I mean, I don't know if this really happened in real life, but in the movie, they were still trying to be romantic, and they didn't even give them the chance to. They just blasted them. Yes, these people were murderers, cold-blooded killers, and it was so sad. Like I said, what a waste, because they were so young. He's all that. What is this movie? He's all that. Please, for the love of God and of yourself, don't bother with this movie. Please, I need to find this movie. What in the life of me would have made me watch this movie? An influencer who specializes in makeovers bets that she can transform an unpopular classmate into a prom king. I actually want to cry that I watched this movie. Like, I wasted, how long is this movie? An hour and 30 minutes of my life watching this movie. Afterlife of the Party. I guess I stopped putting the years. I used to put the years before. I guess I stopped. Afterlife of the Party. Like, I was surprised. I'm not sure what I was expecting with it, but Victoria Justice's character is just too cliche, and not in a tolerable way. She's not, let's just say, society kind of thinned out the herd from Victorious. The Mystic River. Oh, yes. Yes. So it's Sean Penn. I know politically he's not everyone's favorite, but man is a good actor. He's a good actor. I really enjoyed watching this movie. So let me just read it. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely watch it. Going into it, I didn't think I would even like it, and I ended up loving it. Annabeth, what a wife. Oh, what a spouse. Yes, for better or worse, energy. Catch me if you can. Honestly, the best movies I've seen lately are old movies, and this is one of them. And to think it was based off a real person's life, like crazy, like it actually happened. Give it a watch. Give it a watch if you haven't already. This is 2025. Why haven't you? Give it a watch. I said, please though, I'm still in episode 2 of Squid Game. When exactly does it start getting mad? Because the hype. Oh, the hype. Ah, yeah, that's first Squid Game. Yeah, they did not want us to hear word. So I said, please, when is he going to get mad? I'm so funny. So if you've been watching, no, if you've been wanting to watch The Conjuring, Devil Made Me Do It, you should. Why? Okay, it's really not scary, like at all. Yes, I stand by that. It wasn't, and I still talk about it because at work, we there are a couple of us that like horror movies, so we talk about, like, we rub shoulders on horror movies, and I bring it up all the time. Like, this thing wasn't, I didn't even realize I had put done this, like, an IG story comment. It wasn't scary at all. It was so disappointing at the end. Actually, it wasn't scary at all. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Oh, ha, it's not scary, no. For me, once I find out that there is a human being behind the evil, it takes the scary away. Yeah, like, at that point, it's thriller at best, just some suspense. All right, so I'm now in episode 5 of Squid Game. Oh, damn. I'm now in episode 5 of Squid Game. I'm still waiting for it to get mad though. And something happened that I want to talk about. So I've heard this before. When something happens to person A because of person B, and person A thanks God and not person B, then person C is like, you should be thanking person B and not God, because God didn't do that thing, person B did. And I remember when I put this comment too, someone actually replied into my DM, and then he tried to give me context on the situation or whatever, but I was like, even still, it does not mean. Now, on this comment that I've made, oh, let me actually just read it through. But what people like person C fail to get is that God probably used person B to do that thing for person A, and person A probably recognizes that and so is thanking God. Okay, now I don't even need to make a comment because I put that clarification. Not saying person B shouldn't be thanked. If you ask me, person B should be thanked. But we need to understand that God isn't a magician. He works through people, and most times, and those people are not always believers. So that's where the whole thank God comes from. Very basic example. You need money. You pray to God for money. Someone sends you money. You thank God. For style. Now I can understand that not everyone is a believer, and so not everyone thinks like that. But it's always the person sees who have something to say. Okay, I think this is why I got cheesed. Because I'm like, it's always the person C's who have something to say, and not the person B's who actually did the thing. Why is that exactly? Why can't person C just mind their business or roll their eyes in silence? I love it, and I stand by that. So I'm in episode 8 of Squid Game. The cop that went undercover with his phone. He carried charger because his iPhone battery has lasted several days. And this was a valid observation because then iPhone batteries were suckish. Okay. I wasn't using an iPhone at the time, but I knew it was one of the reasons I wasn't using an iPhone at the time. The batteries were suckish. iPhone people always, like, if you had an iPhone and you stepped out without your charger or a power bank, are you a serious person? Are you a serious minded person? That's what it was. Meanwhile, me with my Samsung, would take me the entire day. I finished your Squid Game, bro. I said I'm so underwhelmed there. Mind-boggling. God. The sad part is that I would have probably enjoyed it if there wasn't so much hype for it to live up to. It is well. It kind of became obvious who was going to win, who was going to survive. Especially the old guy. I remember that old feeble man. Okay, that old feeble, I don't know what player he was, but that old man that could barely walk. Tell me how this man kept surviving if he wasn't like connected to the whole thing in some way, shape, or form. Man would have died since, bro. Okay, I said, look, I'm just teasing. Okay, so we're just going to stop at this point because this video has gone on longer than I had hoped, anticipated, expected. Yeah, so there will be a part 2 to all of this, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.